Hi everyone from Christchurch, New Zealand. Welcome back to my channel and to another vlog. We actually have been out of the US for a full week already. We stopped in Fiji first and are now here in New Zealand, and it's actually our honeymoon. Like I said, we were in Fiji before this. I'll put a few clips and photos on the screen so you can get a quick sense, but really we were just unplugged and relaxed. But we are here for 12 days to explore the whole country of New Zealand. We got in last night and had dinner at Mexico Christchurch, which was great. I got some tacos and we shared some margaritas. And on our walk back, we walked by an old church that's been converted into a brew pub, and we stopped in there for a pint. We're here today exploring Christchurch, and we'll bring you along with us. Okay everyone, I'm here with Andrew. You might remember Andrew from 2017 vlogs.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. You don't often see Andrew in my content. He's a lot more private than I am, but he is agreed to be featured in our little honeymoon vlog here. So we are on New Regent Street. This is one of the most famous and popular streets here in Christchurch, and we're gonna do a bit more exploring before we head to a fun dinner. Okay, wait, what time is it?
8:28.
Guys, it is 8:28 p.m. It is still daylight here in Christchurch. We cannot explain how good this is for our souls, given that it is January and that normally the sun sets at 4:30. We just had a wonderful dinner at a spot called Bessie that Andrew found, and we had a steak that we shared. We got a couple of sides and a bottle of wine, and it was so nice. It's the next day now. We just packed up and we're getting ready to drive from Christchurch to Lake Tekapo. So it's about a 3-hour drive, and it'll be our first time, well, Andrew's first time, driving on the other side of the road. But it seems to be a pretty straightforward route, so that's where we're headed next. Okay, we've got our rental car with Andrew on the other side in the driver's seat. So we are on our way to Lake Tekapo. Okay, we've made it to Lake Tekapo. Andrew did a wonderful job driving, and I'm gonna show you our room. Here is the bathroom. Back here we have, I think you could probably already see the insane view. Here is our bed, and then we have this cute little sitting area. And then out here, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. So beautiful. have arrived at the lake. It is so beautiful here. What do you think?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, some parts reminds me of Scotland, some parts like Montana.
We spent this afternoon exploring around the lake, and we popped into Burke's Brewing Co. to try a couple of their beers, which were nice. Then we headed back to our rooms over here where we're staying, and now we are walking back into the town to have dinner at TLV. I should also note, it is 8 p.m. right now, and it is still beautiful out. Just finished our dinner. Show us the clock, please. 9:36. The sun is just about to set. So it's actually 12:30 a.m. and I look crazy, but we are headed out to do a dark sky tour. I'm so excited about this. It starts at like 1 a.m. so we're as bundled as we can be because the temperature dropped here at night, but we're so excited to go out and see some stars. Good morning, guys. It's another beautiful morning still here in Lake Tekapo. So unfortunately we didn't get to do our stargazing last night because they decided it was too cloudy, so we're definitely disappointed because this was our one night here, like our one chance to do it. So they are giving us a full refund, and hopefully if you come visit you'll get to experience the dark sky because it looked so cool. But today is another exciting day here on the southern island, so we are going to drive about an hour away from here to Mount Cook, and we're going to hike, hence me in my hiking outfit. So first we're going to check out from here and grab some breakfast, and of course we'll bring you along. Just arrived at Mount Cook National Park. Very casual. Andrew is going to tell you more about the trail that we're doing and how he picked it.
Sure, so this is the Hooker Valley Trail. It's like a 6 and 8 mile out and back trail, which goes all the way out to, it's called Hooker Lake, I believe. We're here at Mount Cook, which in the Southern Alps is the highest mountain here, and it's a pretty much flat trail, so we'll show you how it is.
Very beginner friendly.
Show that.
Yes, show that. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go. So on this hike, we've walked across a couple of these suspension bridges, if you could see behind us, and I'm holding on for dear life, obviously. And a girl walks through with her Burberry sweater and AirPods like she's getting on the New York City subway. Some people are much braver than I am. Okay, we did it! There's the view at the top. So it took us about an hour and a half to get up, and we were stopping to take pictures and kind of taking our time, and about an hour back down. So we left at 12:30 and it is 3 o'clock now. I would say that was not as flat as I was advertised that it would be, but the views were absolutely stunning, and if I can do it, you can do it. Made it to Wanaka, We just made it just in time though, so we threw our stuff down in the Airbnb, did a little body shower, and we're on our way to dinner at Kika. This was the #1 most recommended restaurant in Wanaka on TripAdvisor. Andrew made us a reservation, so that's where we're headed now. We just finished our first dinner here in Wanaka. It was at a restaurant called Kika, and they do mainly shared plates, but we got the lamb as our entree. It was so good. And it probably looks like it's late afternoon, but Andrew, tell the people what time it is.
It's 8:05.
8:05 p.m.
It's January 6th.
Yeah, I feel like we are legitimately stealing daylight or something with all these.
It feels like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
All of these extra hours of daylight that we're getting that we don't normally get at home is giving me life. Good morning from our Airbnb in Wanaka. I should have absolutely taken a video when we first got here, but we barely made it in time for our dinner reservation. We drove straight from our hike, no stops, no breaks, none of that. And it's, as a result, a mess right now. So I will insert a photo, the one photo that I took, so you can see, but it is super cute. And I am currently struggling to use this curling wand. So obviously we're here in New Zealand and my heat tools do not work here. So I did not bring my curling iron. I did, however, buy this at a store in Christchurch. But now I think I might need to switch hands for this side. I've never used a wand with no clamp before, or maybe I have once and then decided that this was too much work. But I've been dying without my curling iron because I always have my hair just loosely curled. It's just something I don't even think about anymore. But as soon as I figure out how to do this, we are heading out for a winery tour of Wanaka today, which I am so excited about. I feel like that is a nice contrast to the nearly 30,000 steps we took yesterday on our hike. Andrew's actually out for a run right now, on vacation, but he found this company and chose this company today because we actually took a similar wine tour when we were in Napa, and apparently one of the women who used to work for that tour company, I don't know if she's from here or if she moved, here from the US, but she started this wine company after being a part of that tour. So very small world. It is a beautiful day here. I'm wearing this really cute Free People dress that I rented from Newly. I rented a bunch of stuff from Newly for the trip. So I'll try to show you a better look at my outfit before we head out. It's a little disarray in here, but here is hopefully a better look at my dress for the day. And here's my finished attempt at the curling wand. I think I still have a lot to learn, so gonna have to go watch a YouTube tutorial or something. So we're here at our third stop of the day, and we are touring with Living the Dream Tours. The owner, Michelle, is amazing. This is our third stop, and we have this beautiful charcuterie spread layout, trying some rosés too, and just taking in the view. after our fifth tasting of the day.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it is so, so beautiful out here. Sun is maybe just about to set, although Andrew's here with the time check.
9:26.
9:26 p.m. everybody. Absolutely unbelievable. It's the next day and we are checking out of our Airbnb here in Wanaka. We are going to grab breakfast and then drive down to Queenstown, which is the next stop on this kind of southern island road trip adventure. To Queenstown. Look at this view. I'm out here on our little balcony right now. We're staying at the Queenstown house. I'll show you inside our room. First impressions of Queenstown is it is so beautiful here, but definitely very hilly, as we learned because we dropped off the rental car and then mostly Andrew helped bring our bags up here. The rest of the plan for today is just to get settled in, explore Queenstown. We have a dinner reservation tonight, and then tomorrow we're doing a day trip to Milford Sound, which is going to be incredible. It's going to take all day, so definitely want to have an early night to be rested and ready for that. Good morning from Queenstown. It's about 6 a.m. right now and we are here waiting to be picked up for our day trip to Milford Sound. it's just about 9 p.m. We are back at our hotel, and it was a long day, but well worth it to make the trip out to the Milford Sound. Hopefully some of the videos do it justice. It was like beyond words. It's definitely going to be one of our most memorable days. We booked our tour through Cheeky Kiwi Tours, and we drove there on a bus with a group, and we were actually planning to fly back, but it was too cloudy. There wasn't enough visibility for the small plane we would have been on. So from Queenstown, it was about 5 hours there. We did stop a lot along the way for like restroom breaks and also to take some incredible photos of some incredible stops on the drive out there. The drive back was definitely faster, but I wish we had been able to fly because apparently the flight is also amazing too. So if you were considering doing that, I would recommend the flight, even though I didn't personally do it, but just keep in mind it could get canceled or things could change depending on the conditions. So we got dropped back off in Queenstown, just down the hill from where we're staying, and we went to Pier for dinner. I got the mushroom risotto, Andrew got a seafood pasta, and then we kind of just made our way back up here to have an early evening. So I'm gonna go ahead and shower and turn in, and we've got another day of exploring ahead of us tomorrow. Good morning again from Queenstown. So today we are headed, I don't know if you can see, right up that way towards the Queenstown gondola. Queenstown is a super active city, so here you can take the gondola up and there are hiking trails. I think there's like a luge you could take down. You can even hike all the way up this mountain without the gondola, but we're gonna take the gondola up and walk around. We had a really big hike the other day on Mount Cook, so we're just gonna see how we do this morning, but it definitely feels nice to be mixing in some activity and some movement with all of the eating and drinking that we've been doing on this trip. Also, I got this cool athletic zip-up jacket from Amazon. I really like it, so I will link it down below. Where are we? What are we up to?
We just took the gondola to the top of the hill, which is kind of a shortcut, and now we're on the Ben Lomond Trail, which pretty much just goes straight up. We're going to do a shortened version.
Of hours later now, so after our hike we headed into town and grabbed lunch at, it was either called Urban Space or Eat Space. I'm sorry, I'm being a bad vlogger just because we're in a bit of a rush, but I will put the name of it on the screen. Kind of like a Chelsea market or Essex market, you could grab whatever you want and sit and eat. It was really nice. Then we went back to the hotel, did laundry, and we're here at the Nest for an early dinner reservation. And this spot looks amazing, so let's go in. PM, everybody. That is what we're working with. Hello from Auckland, everyone. So we flew out of Queenstown this morning and just arrived at our hotel in Auckland. We have a nice spacious room here. We've got the aircon going, but we're gonna pop out for a quick bite because we've been traveling all morning and we're super hungry now. But can we just discuss the view from our room? How sick. Okay, it's the next day, and today we are doing something that I have honestly dreamed about doing since I was like 9 years old. If any of you remember a cartoon called Rocket Power, they did, I don't know if it was a TV movie or like a 3-part series where they did a race across New Zealand. So that was probably the first time I ever remembered even hearing about New Zealand. And on the show, they did this like extreme sports race across the country. And one of the things they did was called Zorbing. I'll have to put like a picture or a clip or something on the screen to give you the visual that 9-year-old me saw. But essentially there's one place in New Zealand, Zorbing was invented here, and there's one place you can go to do it, which is a city, we think it's called Rotorua. I apologize in advance for any of the names that I'm butchering in this video. I'm just trying my best. It's about a 2.5-hour drive from Auckland, and that is what we are doing today. So we've just gotten dressed and had breakfast. We're gonna go pick up our rental car and head out that way. And I have never been so excited for something, honestly. That was so worth it, A, and so much fun, B. We literally could not stop laughing through that whole thing. Okay, good morning from Waiheke Islands off of Auckland. So we just took the ferry here. It took us about 40 minutes, and we're here today to do a wine on Waiheke premium wine tasting. So I'm in my cute little Farm Rio dress. So excited, just put some extra sunscreen on because I know my mom is watching this. And yeah, we took an early ferry just to make sure we had plenty of time to get here. So we're just gonna hang by the beautiful waterfront until it's time for our tour to start. back from the ferry and from our wine tasting. We went back to our hotel just to grab some water and pick a place for dinner, which is where we're walking now. It's called Vivace, I think. It's an Italian restaurant, so we're heading on over. We've got another beautiful day here in Auckland. So this morning we took an Uber from the CBD, Central Business District, where we are staying, over here to Auckland Domain. It's a pretty big park, so there's a lot going on over here. But first today we're gonna go inside the Auckland War Memorial Museum and check it out. At the museum, and we're walking through Auckland Domain towards the Parnell neighborhood. Parnell is apparently Auckland's oldest suburb. It looks like a bit more of like a quaint neighborhood area versus the business district that we're staying in, so that's where we're headed next. It is officially our last night here in Auckland, so did a little outfit change into this cute top. I got it from Nordstrom a few years ago. It's the brand Waif. Anyway, we are going to head over to the waterfront. There is a restaurant we're hoping to check out called the Shucker Brothers, which was recommended to us by Michelle, who was our wine tour guide in Wanaka. So hopefully we'll get a spot over there. If not, the waterfront has lots of different restaurants and places that we can plop down, which would be great. That's the kind of loose plan right now, but we'll see how we feel and how the night takes us. I'm like at the end of my trip mentality, so I am definitely a little tired and, you know, need a break. The largest chocolate cone I've ever seen in my life. We walked by somewhere the other day called Andrew, and it turns out they serve craft beer and stuff there, so since we have an Andrew with us, we were gonna go check it out. We are officially headed out. We're in our Zorb t-shirts for the plane and all packed up and ready, well, as ready as anyone can be for a 16-hour flight from Auckland to JFK, where we'll be heading home to 32 degrees. But we have just had the most incredible time. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. And yeah, I don't know, what are you gonna miss the most about New Zealand?
Definitely the weather. Yeah. I mean, it's been, you know, summer here. Like you said, it's 33 degrees back home. The sun's been setting around like, you know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Oh, the sunset.
Even in Queenstown, which is the southern part we were at, literally we could see the sun finally going down at 10 o'clock at night, which I'm not looking forward to going back home where, you know, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock, the sun's going down. I really will miss that, that's for sure too. Yeah, the people down here were super friendly, kind. Everything's super clean here. All the tours and stuff like that we did, like the wine tours were great. Every place was just a little bit different, you know, very scenic.
Yeah, oh, so scenic. Yeah, very unique too. Like everything is very specific to New Zealand, I feel like.
Yeah, and truly will miss this place for sure.
Yeah, are you happy we chose to come here for our honeymoon?
Of course.
Yeah, it's been so nice. Just, I think this is the longest trip either of us have ever done as well. Getting to spend like so much time together, and I know you guys don't see a ton of Andrew, but he really is like my biggest supporter and my favorite person, so it just really means a lot. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more vlogs and videos from me, and I'll see you all in the next one.